So it looks like we got some really good secrets revealed for Guesty Chapter 6. Also where Guesty Chapter 6 will take place, new characters, and much more. So make sure you stick around to the end of this video where we're going to talk about it. What's going on, guys? My name's Anthony, or Big B Stats, and today I want to talk to you guys about Guesty and Chapter 6 as well. I will also get you up to speed where we are just now after completing Chapter 5, so you're all caught up when we are playing Chapter 6. If you do enjoy this video, remember to leave a like and share it, and feel free to subscribe for more. And if you want to stay up to date also with more Guesty, we have a full playthrough where we also did every single chapter, so I'll try and link them down below in the description. So if you want to subscribe as well, that is very much appreciated, and you can always use my star code BIGB2 when purchasing Robux or Premium. That is very much appreciated, and I thank each and every one of you for your support. That being said, let's start talking about Guesty. So I won't break down every single chapter, but I will give you an overview of the chapters so you kind of get a gist of the story, enough to at least raise some mystery about it as well, because there's a lot of unanswered things and I'm really loving the storyline. So the first chapter takes place in a school. As the making of this video, we are up to Chapter 5, so again we're speculating on Chapter 6 and sharing some things that have been revealed. So Chapter 1 starts again in the school, and what happens is that there's an introduction to this, and there's kind of like a creepy guest looking character on the screen, and the whole premise, I would say, of the introduction to Guesty is that things are happening to Guest, and we necessarily don't know why just yet. And I'll spoil it all the way up to Chapter 5. We still don't necessarily know why, but we do know kind of what's happening. So there's this big red button, and there's a guest there, but I want you to pay attention to that this guest is holding a hammer. Now, I have a speculation that this could possibly be a band hammer, which is going to come into handy in the end of Chapter 4. So just remember this moment here. There's a button that says eliminate guest, and it happens that the band hammer kind of goes. I don't know if it really shows him hitting it, but it does happen. The button is pressed, and then guests start getting eliminated, and things are happening to guests. So there's the beginning bit where we also see something happens to the librarian, Papa Guesty as well, which Papa Guesty will play a big role into the story, because that's going to take us to Chapter 2, which is going to be at Papa Guesty's. Oh, it's kind of like the pizza place, at least. So Papa Guesty is the main villain there, and at the beginning of this you saw that he was really, nice with someone. Looks like maybe it was his kid or something, and this kid's name is Bobby, by the way. And what happens is we also get introduced, I believe this is probably one of the first times where we're with like Bacon Kid. So just remember, we're with Bacon Kid and Papa Guesty by the end of Chapter 2. So end of Chapter 2, you give Bacon Kid this pizza. He goes all big and strong, breaks down the door, and then just as Papa Guesty's about to catch you guys, Papa Guesty gets a picture of Bobby, and it kind of snaps him out of this infected mode, I'd say, where he's kind of just blinded by rage, and then he even starts crying, to be fair. So it looks like something that you can bring out of them, like from memory wise, maybe snaps them out of it. He also gets a timer over his head for 20 minutes, and that's also still a mystery of what's going on. But let's go into Chapter 3, and that takes place in the library. And what we really learn about Chapter 3 is that everyone's kind of after Bacon Kid, at least Roblox, at least. So Roblox is trying to capture Bacon Kid. So I would say that's probably one of the biggest takeaways from Chapter 3. But then from there, it leads us to the aquarium, at least, which I believe in this time, Bacon Kid also gets captured as well. So in Chapter 4, the aquarium, we bump into someone, the librarian. Now the librarian is also a Bacon Hair, but was previously a guest, believe it or not. There was also at the beginning of the very introduction, there was also a guest in the library, and that was also guest 404, the person that we're talking about now. So just a little Easter egg there, just in case you did not know. Like, this character was kind of always there, at least we did see it. So what happened to guest 404 is that they used to be a guest, and they got turned into a Bacon Hair. Yes, a guest got turned into a Bacon Hair, and it was guest 404, and guest 404 is really aware of that as well. Now, once you finish Guesty, I would say Chapter 4, you get into the boat and then you leave, and in the end of that, you see Telemon, which is also kind of I would say he's pure evil. It almost seems like he's evil at least. And that's where we get introduced to Guest 666. Also in this, I believe Telamon gets hit with the banhammer as well. Remember that banhammer that we saw at the beginning? I'm pretty sure that was the banhammer in this one, and that was by Guest 666. So yeah, Telamon has been trying to delete Guest 66, and Guest 66 also goes on to say, I feel like I'm just saying 2 6s instead of 3 in this, but Guest 666 goes on to talk about how everyone has been trying to silence Guest, etc., and really sticking up for it at least. So yeah, there we have it. It would be quite confusing again if, you know, Guest did hit the button and then now sort of wants to eliminate. I know it's kind of going against the Guest being eliminated, so we'll just have to see how the story plays out. But chapter 5 takes us to, I would say, this island slash factory at least, and this is where we figure out that where Bacon Kid is captured. So again, Bacon Kid was taken by Telamon, at least it appears to, because Telamon is doing experiments and turning Bacon Hair. I don't know if he's turning Bacon Hair into a Guest, but I know they turned the Guest into Bacon Hair. However, Bacon Kid is captured, and they're trying to do this transformation experiment at least. Now, Bacon Kid, not just Bacon Kid, but Guest 404 did mention that only Guest can see the timer over the Papa Guesty's head. So that's very interesting. Also, Papa Guesty can now talk for some reason. So I do find that funny at the appearance of Guest 666 that Guesty can now talk. So very interesting. And in this chapter, Telamon is after us. So after all this, we end chapter 5 with Telamon kind of kicking down Bacon Kid at least. So once you kind of finish chapter 5, you kind of free Bacon Kid at least. And then there's also still some flashback moments while Bacon Kid is captured as well, which is quite interesting because we see some space person, but we also see that space person that dragged away Guest 404. So there's a lot of mystery there going on, and a little flashbacks and things that's happening in the mind. I don't know if they kind of, what if they transform them from inside out or something. So we'll just have to see. So Telamon was hit by the banhammer. So as Telamon is going after Guest 404, he disappears because he was hit by the banhammer. And then what happens is that Guest 404 talks about the banhammer being delayed, and there's also kind of like, I would say, some type of mystery in that. So yeah, a lot kind of went on, but again, with Telamon being banned basically now, and then at the end of that, Papa Guesty goes, "Are you all right?" I don't know exactly what's up with Papa Guesty at the end of that. Maybe it's actually nothing. But at the very end, we also get a clip of something that could possibly be coming in chapter 6. So now that we're kind of pretty much all caught up to speed, at least for the most part, we see like a crocodile with kind of like a hook on his hand being like, I don't know if it's on like a shark or it's kind of like on a fast boat or something, but it's being pulled by something. But this looks like it's going to be a new character, a new skin at least. So it looks like it's going to be potentially pirate theme. Now, with that being pirate theme, there's one person that we know that says ahoy a lot, and that is Minitoon. Now, how is Minitoon involved in this at all? Well, this goes to a screenshot that was tweeted out by Dr. Dark Matter, who's also a programmer and a story writer for Guesty. So he goes and says ahoy, real Minitoon next week, chapter 6. So let's take a look at this and check this out, ladies and gentlemen. Here is a skin of Minitoon. So this is going to be quite interesting. I feel like there's also going to be a cutscene as well with this, because Dr. Dark Matter also said that this is one of his favorite skins, personally, one of their favorite skins personally, and just wait until you hear the voice that comes with it. So very, very interesting stuff there, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm really, really excited about this, and I think it's going to be amazing. Looks like it may take place on a pirate ship or maybe somewhere in the island. Who knows? I mean, you think you got to leave this island, so where would you actually go? Like, how would you get away from this island? So could possibly be on a pirate ship. I was thinking still on the island, just kind of outside, but I'm really leaning towards a pirate ship possibly, especially being that if it was going to be pirate themed at least, but I really look forward to it. But let me know where you think chapter 6 is going to be at, ladies and gentlemen. But I'll be reading all the comments and reading your predictions to see what you guys are thinking too. But thank you all so much for tuning in. If you did enjoy, again, feel free to leave a like and share it, and feel free to subscribe for more if you're new, and I will see you all in the next chapter. Bye.